Now it's just an empty shack. Somebody used to love there, but she's gone and won't be back. If home is where the heart is, mine should be condemned. They might as well just tear it down. Love won't live there again. My heart was once a mansion with crystal chandeliers. Everything was beautiful while she was living there. Now it's dark and dusty, and the rain comes pouring in. They might as well just tear it down. Love won't live there again. Somebody used to love there, but she won't be coming back. And who would want to live with me in this cold, deserted shack? And if home is where the heart is, mine should be condemned. They might as well just tear it down. Love
blowing wind. It can blow a man down, but he'll get up again. Life is a hard blowing wind. Give up on the living. Things will get better someday. Try to be strong and try to hold on, so the cold winds won't blow you away. Nobody said life was easy. Some of us lose, some win. I think the secret's in knowing that life is a hard blowing wind. Life is a hard blowing wind. Life is a hard blowing wind. It can blow a man down, but he'll get up again. Life is a hard blowing wind. Life is a hard blowing wind. Life is a hard blowing wind. It can blow a man down, but he'll get up again. Life is a hard blowing wind.
Weatherman said tonight will be the coldest night since 1951. But I don't have to worry, 'cause my woman, she keeps me warm. As I pull into the driveway, well, I can tell there's something wrong. The house is dark and empty, and I can't believe she's gone. I climb the stairway to our room. I tremble as I open up the door. Well, a simple note she left me said, "It's over, I don't love you anymore." Now I walk the floor and search my mind for something that I might have said or done to make her leave me all alone on the coldest night since 1951. Well, it's midnight now and I can't sleep. I don't wanna be here all alone. Without her arms to hold me on the coldest night since 1951. Midnight now and I can't sleep. I don't wanna be here all alone. Without her arms to hold me on the coldest night since 1951. 1951. Well, life is not always a rainbow, and love is not always a rose. Sometimes it rains on our hopes and our dreams. Sometimes the winter wind blows. Well, I used to think winning was easy, but I've listened and I've come to know that life is not always a rainbow, and love is not always a road. Some get to run for the roses, while some have to crawl through the door. Some people bless every day they survive, while some curse the day they were born. I just try to stay dry when it's raining, and stay warm when the winter wind blows. I know life is not always a rainbow, and love is not always a road. Some folks complain when it's raining about the little things life puts them through, but that's only all the job training for the big things that life throws at you. Well, I've listened and I've learned my lesson, and I'll be alright, 'cause I know life is not always a rainbow, and love is not always a road. Some get to run for the roses, while some have to crawl through the thorns. And some people bless every day they survive, while some curse the day they were born. I just try to stay dry when it's raining, and stay warm when the winter wind blows. I know life is not always a rainbow, and love is not always a road. I know life is not always a rainbow, and love is not always a road. All right, come on, boy. Guitar. Come on, keyboard man. Steel guitar.
I was going off to college and packing my clothes when Mama came in and she closed the door. I could tell by the look on her face she had something to say. She gave me a hug and then she hugged me again, sat down on my bed and took hold of my hand. and told me some things I remember to this day. She said we made it through your ABCs, braids and braces, the birds and the bees. You've been a good girl and I'm real proud of you. It may be a man's world, honey, but you can succeed and make a whole lot of money if you remember there's two things you gotta do. You gotta think like a man and work like a dog. You gotta think like a man and work like a dog. But if you think like a man and work like a dog, oh honey, there's nothing in this whole wide world that you can't do. Women still dance backwards, the men still lead, still doing that. But it's a big wide world and you're a real smart girl, and I know you'll succeed if you just think like a man and work like a dog. If you think like a man and work like a dog, just think like a man and work like a dog, and twice as hard. Oh well, there's nothing in this whole wide world that you can't do. If you think like a man and work like a dog, if you think like a man and work like a dog, remember this, honey, if you work for half the pay and just about twice as hard, there's nothing in this whole wide world that you can do. Just think like a man and work like a dog. Remember where you heard this. Remember, Mama.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. See the flag that our fathers fought so hard to save. My dad would turn over today in his grave if he saw the things some Americans do to the symbol of freedom, the red, white, and blue. faded old pictures. Yesterday's run through their minds. What ifs and why nots and maybes. If they could just turn back time, while others relive every picture and only remember the good, content that their lives had a purpose and would not change a thing if they could. The lines are erased from their faces as they look back on their youth. There's magic in faded old pictures. They captured the essence of you. Thank God for those faded old pictures. Our history's not written in stone. We can look back for a moment, then turn the page and move on. We can laugh, we can cry as the memories roll by. Remembering those already gone. Thank God for faded old pictures. Then close the book and move on. Old pictures show happy and sad times, weddings and funerals and births. They laugh and they cry as the memories roll by, reliving their time here on earth. Thank God for those faded old pictures. Our history's not written in stone. We can look back for a moment, then turn the page and move on. We can laugh, we can cry as the memories roll by, remembering those already gone. Thank God for faded old pictures. Then close the book and move on. Thank God for those faded old pictures. Our history's not written in stone. But we can look back for a moment, then turn the page and move on. We can laugh, we can cry as the memories roll by, remembering those already gone. Thank God for faded old pictures. Then close the book and move on.
He's a modern day cowboy in search of a dream. He's played honky-tonk bars since he was 17. But his dream came true when he signed that big deal with 45 records down in Nashville. And his fans call him lucky when he walks out on stage with that deep southern voice and a smile on his face. He don't sing pop rock, country music's his taste. He didn't get here by luck, but by God's saving grace. He's making history on old music road. Country music lives in his heart and his soul. He's gonna hang a gold record on the wall, my friend, 'cause he knows where he's going and he knows where he's been. His fans call him lucky when he walks out on stage with that deep southern voice and a smile on his face. He don't sing pop rock, country music's his taste. He didn't get here by luck, but by God's saving grace. That modern day cowboy, he still sings today to honor his grandfather who passed away. He once told me, son, you sing what you feel. You make it sound country and keep the music real. His fans call him lucky when he walks out on stage with that deep southern voice and a smile on his face. He don't sing pop rock, country music's his taste. He didn't get here by luck, but by God's saving grace. He didn't get here by luck, but by God's saving grace.
Born a singer, she knew from the start she'd have to work hard and hold on to her heart. Can't get to the top when you're tangled in strings, caught up in emotional things. She packed up her feelings and planned out her flight, but she misjudged the distance when she left that night. She landed on Broadway, still holding her dreams, but the wind has been hard on